Hi, so if you haven't tried this question already, please do not watch this video. If you have tried this question and you're stuck, or if you have tried it and you completed it and you just want to see what are some other ways to solve it, feel free to watch on. I think this is for everyone's learning. So this question requires us to create a program that takes the input of the student's name, his ID, his marks for quiz, project, and final paper, take the average of all that, and then we give out all the information, for example, the student's name, the student ID, and his average score, and then we do it for 40 students in a class. So um, very obviously, the first thing we need is to get the data about the user. So one way to get the data is through the input function. Okay, what is your name? So if I were to execute this, okay, there will be a question prompt. Okay, and then so whatever is typed in will be stored by this function. So we we attribute the value of this what the function returns to a variable called name. Okay, and then let's just try print name. So let's run it. What is your name? And then my name is Bob, and then it prints Bob. So that's good. And then let's do it for a few other variables. Okay, so name equals to input what is your name, and then we need to get the student ID. So student underscore ID equals to input what is your student's ID. Okay, and then we need to do the same thing, okay, for the marks for quiz, project, and final paper. So what is your quiz score? What is your quiz score? What is your project score? And what is your final paper score? And then of course we want to attribute it to different variables, because otherwise we're reassigning the value to student ID. So quiz underscore score. Okay, maybe just quiz will do. Quiz, project, and then final. Okay, so we have initialized this. Maybe it's time to run it, just to check, and then do a sanity check. What is your name? And then Bob. What is your student ID? 10000. What is your quiz score? 10, 10, 10. Okay, and then it finishes nicely. So the next thing we want to do, of course, is to process certain type of information, and the only information this program requires us to process is the score. So we want to find out average score. Okay, would be to do quiz plus project. So it's simple math, final, and divide by 3, because there are 3 variables and we want to find out what is the average. And then just to test it, let's do a print to see if you can get the average score. So what is your name? Bob 10000. What's the score? 10, 20, 35, and it should return 20 something. And then you see an error message. So it's unsupported operand types for string and integer. And this error comes from line 20. It comes from here. So what it means is that this thing here, they're all string variables. And then I'm just trying to interact the string variables with integer variables, which is an illegal operation in Python. So the reason for that is because whatever I put in to this function, okay, is seen as a string data type. So we can try this. So today we learn how to ascertain the type of a certain variable. So we can do this type input what is your name, what is your age, okay, and then of course they'll ask you what is your age, and then I put in 5 because right now it's empty. So I put in 5, and I might expect that the class type is an integer, but it's actually a string. So everything is treated as a string. So what we should do here is to convert it into integer type. But of course, okay, let's just try it. Integer, and integer, and then let's run the code again. What is your name? Bob 1000. quiz score 10, 20, 30, and then we get 20.0. Okay, so right now we got average score already. So the next thing we got to do is to do some sort of decision based on the final score. Based on this average score, we attribute a grade, right? So this is pretty simple with if-else statement. So if average score, okay, is greater than or equals to 90, we shall, sorry, we need to determine, yeah, it's greater than or equal to 90, print, sorry, grade. So we create a variable here, and then it's a string type grade equal A, okay, elif, so if not, greater than or equals to 80, okay, grade equals to B, and then we do the same for C, D, and F. And then, so here's C, D, F, and 70, 60, and finally, else if average score is less than 60. And so strange, shouldn't put colon here. Okay, and then just to do a sanity check, we say print grade. Alright, and then because all this is so annoying, I just comment it out so that it wouldn't run for now. So let's click. What is your quiz score? 10, 50, and then just make it 100, 40. And then what is your final paper score? 30. So we forgot to print the average score. Print average score. Okay, one more time. 30, 50, 60. Okay, 46.64, and then we got an F. Okay, so that looks about right. So let's just continue. So now that we decided, the grade, the score, the average score and the grade, we need to finally display the information, average mark and the letter grade on the screen, and do this for 40 students in a class. So let's just work on the display first. So the display starts with print, and then we can do this name, so name, right? So this is name, student underscore ID, so average, so we want to print the average mark and the letter grade, average score, average score, student ID, sorry, so let's just name it properly, like how humans usually read it or type it, average score and grade. Okay, so, and the next thing we might want to do is formatting strings. Okay, so this is one way to do it. There are many ways to format a string. You can do string interpolation as well. Okay, and then you can dot format. So here you see the curly brackets, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've got to format it with 4 variables, and they will fit it accordingly. So the first variable will go into the first curly bracket. So dot format, then you got to put the actual variable name, which is name, comma, students underscore ID, comma, average underscore score, and comma, grade. And then we uncomment this too, right? And we press play. So what is name? Bob. My student ID is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is your quiz score? My quiz score is 30, and then 70, and then 50, maybe 80. Okay, so I got 60.0. Okay, and so 60.0 greater or equals to 60, but less than 70 is grade D. That's correct. And I got grade D. So that's all. Thank you for watching.